Hey, welcome back to Vice Grip Garage. Real special episode this week. I am at the Stay Tuned World Headquarters. In what state are we in?
Pennsylvania. The home of the revolution.
We're here. We're doing it. Tony and I came up with another harebrained idea. We built a hot rod a while back. In a few days, we're doing it again with this beautiful 55 Chevy wagon that is not a rust bucket.
Sure. It's not. Yeah. All right.
Sure.
Go with
Okay.
it.
All right. Go with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The plan is to take the old engine and transmission out, put this hot rod motor in there, and then I'm going to try to drive it home 850 miles. We've got a head start, but there's a ton of work to do yet. Right now, we're just watching Declan work because we're procrastinating.
Yeah.
Let's dig in.
I'm ready.
All right, so the easiest way to catch up on where we're at right now is you got to run over to the Stay Tuned channel because we've been, what is this, day 2? 3? Mm-hmm. Wow, okay. We're on day 3. We've done a ton of work already. You can go check that out over there. We made a list this morning. There's quite a bit to do yet. This engine sounds absolutely incredible. We got a 5-speed behind that. We have a drive shaft made. We just got to pick up, and then we're going to plug that into whatever stock rear end is in here. That's going to be wheezing for help. But basically, brake master, brake lines, brake pedal, brake bleeding, clutch pedal, alternator, radiator, and fan. Tony's got some seats he's going to hook me up with that are super plush. Sounds like they're custom made, really squishy.
Yep. Hard nylon. You're going to love it.
Oh, great. Water pump exhaust system. We got some sort of kit we're going to plug in. Maybe brake lights. We got to mount the battery somewhere. Tires, wheels. Drag link, rear shock, headlights, gas pedal, super easy. Yeah. It does run, so that's checked off.
And we made a real fuel system already.
Right.
Yes. Yeah, about those seats. You ever remember the game Outrun, like the plastic seat in the arcade?
Yes.
It's like that. It's like those. You're gonna love it.
Super cozy. So a little story on this car. Was it you or Barb that hit me up and was like, dude, you should buy this car?
Probably me.
I think it was Tony.
Yeah.
This was 2 years ago?
2 years ago, yeah.
So I bought it and then it said, I'll be back pretty soon to get it. And yeah, years later, I'm back. I sent some seats out of an S10 truck or something for some reason, and some belly button wheels. Everyone has them. They're like torque thrusts or something. Yeah. They're hideous, but it's what I got. And that's really it. Otherwise, big thanks to Tony and Barb and the team for putting together parts and everything. Tony built this motor a while back, put it on the dyno, 400 and some horse, ripper. Borrowing some disc brakes from them. And then otherwise, we're just piecing it together. That's the plan.
I'm ready. Do I feel good? We've done a lot of work already, but still tons to do. I think we kind of break up and just start burning the midnight oil.
Should I start running brake lines then, I guess?
Rock, paper, scissors, see who doesn't have to do the wiring.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think let's do the worst stuff first. So brakes, brake lines, and the pedal's got to come out. We got to weld. We're doing a hydraulic setup kit, hydraulic conversion kit for a hydraulic throwout bearing that's in the TKX from Silversport.
Yep.
So that's mounted to the Firewall. We have to make it attached to the pedal. I'd like to get that part going too.
Okay. Yeah. Then we're using a Mopar style master cylinder, I think, right? Brake
Correct.
master?
Yeah, the dual circuit from is it the 80s or 90s?
80s-ish.
Yeah.
Truck or whatever. I think it's like a 50-50 split master cylinder. They're super common for hot rod and drag racing. There's a bracket dude dipper thingy that we borrowed 2 of those bolts that are smeared off that we beat in with a hammer. And then once that's in, we can start running lines, I guess. Got it? You'll do all of that?
All right.
All right.
Get that clutch pedal out, please, Declan. Is that in there?
This interior is pretty great, you know. Milk crate front seat seems pretty good. Someone stashed some cold snacks in here years ago. Got a hat, pants. I don't even know what that is. This car is rotted. The floors have been haphazardly patched 13 times and painted Caterpillar yellow for some reason. Rockers are shot. Frame is, you know, it's about to get twisted in half with that hot little small block. And then we'll go look at the back. We got a fuel tank in here. Check out the rear luggage area. It's really neat. Yep, so anyway, jokes. There is no back area either. Essentially, anywhere you look in this car, like the tailgate, any of the surroundings, door jambs, roof, dash, doors, it's rotted, rusted out pretty much. This was a pretty solid, you know, sight unseen purchase. It is a 55 wagon though, so we've got a pretty good start there. We've got a stock style tank in here. It's a Holly tank, so we've got a digital pump. That's all ran up, got the filler neck in. I think we're just gonna throw an old desk or something back here that I got from Tony to kind of try to hide some of the exhaust fumes. Plus I need it for the shop. And it'll probably just stay in here as the floor permanently. So as soon as Big D gets done with that throttle arm he's putting in, I think we'll get the master on, get the car up in the air, start running brake lines. You guys have seen that a billion times. Just remember to put a nice flared end on, then remember the fitting. Okay. Okay, so part of this whole brake and clutch scenario is we need the clutch pedal itself out because there's a rod that needs welded on the side that connects to the actual rod that goes to the master cylinder for the clutch on the Firewall now that's mounted. And we need to take the whole bracket out to knock the studs out, which are knurled into the bracket itself. But that bracket goes up and holds the dash and everything. So unfortunately, to do any of that, I have to drop the steering column, take the bracket and the whole pedal assembly and everything out. Then we can modify it, get longer bolts in, fix the clutch, and then put it all back in. So a whole bunch of work, but it's gonna be worth it to have this thing under my head rowing 5 gears instead of this thing doing 3. So that's pretty awesome. Roll the cannons to the front row. How is nothing fitting in here? I have no idea how that's supposed to come out. It doesn't come out. I don't think we need a clutch. We just start it in gear. All right. Is that doing something different now? Ah! This is just so good. It's great. I want to do this every day of the week, permanently. Where'd my leather person go? What is happening? That was easy. And now, can I see the bolts that go to that rod? Yep. I got the Honda 125 running. Took the back roads to the store. So a quick 3 minutes later, guy got the pedal assembly out. My goodness, they really, this must be the first, they build the car around this. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, the reason we did that is this piece here that comes in the kit, like this kit from Silver Sport, like literally has every nut, bolt, even like electrical fittings, everything you could possibly want. And this is part of it. Mounts in here, just had to drill that out. This is where the old spring assembly goes. TA is gonna weld this in quick. This goes to the master cylinder that's mounted on the wall, and then we will have a hydraulic clutch instead of this, which used to run a rod through the floor. I also slightly damaged, you can't see it. One of these bolts might have a nick on it or something. But we gotta knock these out, straighten the flanges, put some longer hardware in there, tack weld that in, and then fight for 14 months to put this in, and then I think it's pizza time again. Right? Yeah.
Always pizza time.
Yeah.
All right.
Zzz. Zzz.
Yep. You could hang a car off of this thing now.
Wow. You can really dance. There it went, I think. Ha 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 ha! You can't even tell I worked on this. Okay, straighten this up, hardware done. Okay, we got our pedal assembly ready to go back in. Tony zipped this up. This is that little bar that's gonna connect to the clutch master cylinder over here. I used a body hammer kit, dolly thing, hammered this out, drilled these out a little bit. This is gonna go back up in the dash. Declan's got the master cylinder kind of roughed in here. We're gonna use this in the hardware to kind of straighten out the firewall because we had to bash and cut and beat the snot out of this thing to get the little mouse ripper in there. But once this goes up, we'll feed some hardware through it, tighten it up, attach the linkage, and we should have clutchage and maybe breakage. I don't know. We'll find out.
All right, now you ready?
Yep. Oh yeah, that flattened right out.
Perfect.
Okay, zipper off. Bring them out, bring them out.
There it goes.
Marked it. Marking a hole for a third bolt thing. Have to drill that out, and that's so this doesn't flex up. We'll leave the other two for venting. Oh, nice. Ah. Ah. Oh, that hurt. So like I thought, it's pedal first. But how do I get to... Impossible. It's impossible. You know, I think I'm going to be good on building Tri-5s for a while after this. For no particular reason. I got to tag in Big D. See if his brain works better. You want to give this a lick?
Maybe I'll squeeze in there.
I tried that way and I got hung up on the heater controls. Watch this young buck just throw this thing right in.
Can you pry that column down?
I got a lot of beef on this thing. Oh, there's my wallet. Wow. I was wondering where that was.
Put that anywhere.
Yeah. This is that adapter plate Rooney thing. Gets us an extra spot down here. And I've got to drill it to fit this bolt. Trying to watch the paint on this bad boy. Okay, coming in.
Battery brackets on.
Woo!
Tighten the cables.
Boom! And that's it. That's where we're at.
Yep.
But I mean, we're still trying.
It's not nothing.
It's not fourth quarter yet. This is Uncle Derek's secret make a sweet brake line trick. Just grab anything solid, you can wrap the lines around it. And
Hard when you got.
these are actually intentional from factory. See those spirals? That's because the body and the frame actually do flex and move around. And that extra loop or service loop kind of gives it some movement in the line. Yeah.
This little guy here is the party valve. So, you know, just in case my foot slips off the clutch violently at the same time the throttle goes down, we could shut off the rear brakes, you know, for safety
We don't need those.
reasons, yeah. But most likely the rear end's just gonna come through the roof of this bad boy. Which brings me to our backup plan. I actually gotta talk about this. We have an axle on standby. Let's go back here. So check this thing out, and this was actually an afterthought. We put this spicy little 400 plus horsepower small block in here in the 5-speed. While measuring for a drive shaft, which is being built right now, we're looking at this rinky, open, small rear end. I'm thinking, I'm gonna wrap that thing around it or completely grenade it. I filled it with oil and wrote, pray for me on the diff cover, and that was it. But anyway, Tony said, look, I got this center section, or this axle from Speedway Motors, and we just ordered a center section, 370 gear, axles, disc brake kit, everything, just in case I do actually wring that thing out of here. We got a test on it when I leave, right? If we're gonna do 850 miles, let's just hit it hard right away. So if it breaks, we have tools and stuff. That is gonna be our backup plan. We can glue that thing in, and they have a complete kit for it, so that'll be nice just in case. But anyway, back to brake lines. We're gonna lift it up, start running some lines to the rear. Then we can put some juice in this thing, bleed it, and we might actually have brakes for once, which would be nice. All right, on the cooling system here, Barb's gonna jump in and help out and assemble this for us. Of course, I reached out to Cold Case once again. They have a complete setup for this. It's got the radiator, the shroud, the fan, the relay kit, everything like that. This is really cool because it's sufficient for an 8-cylinder, but it puts it in the 6-cylinder position. So it's forward of the front firewall there. And that shroud just bolts right on here with the fan and everything like that. Should drop right in. Also has provisions for automagical transmissions, which we're not going to use, so we don't have to worry about that. And just a reminder, you have a code to get free shipping with this stuff. Just tried to hook you guys up, Vice Grip. You can grab one of these, save all that shipping money, and get yourself one of these bad boys. Oh, ow, yep. Huh. There's not a single label on that. All right, we got some accessories here from Summit Racing. We've got a chrome kit, water pump, power steering, which we don't need because we steer like men. Lower crank. This is for the charging whirler. I think it's got one on it, but just in case, it's got all the hardware and old school bracketry here. I think that should work with the intake. I haven't looked at it close enough. And well, that's for the old 6-cylinder. We don't need that. We got a long water pump. That looks kind of big blockish, but we'll hope it fits. This actually came with that in, which is, I've never seen that in my life. It's pretty good. That bracket, I don't know if that's gonna work, actually. That's made for a low rise, like, this, you know what I'm talking about, Tony, this guy?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to cut it.
Do we have a regular ride
that won't
line
go up
joint,
on there.
you know,
No, we
style?
just use one.
But okay, let's go.
I don't know. Is that what you're supposed to do? These guys have the same bolt setup I do, which is great. Pretty much everything a guy needs. How you coming, dude? Loving life? Brake lines? Best?
Yeah, we just put it in the rear and then we're.
Sweet. This guy's killing it. I keep trying to hire him, but Tony's always around, so it's kind of awkward. We're rocking away. We got some accessories on here, some pulleys and doodads. Declan crawled under the dash. He lost rock, paper, scissors, put the clutch pedal back in, which is awesome. So that's
getting closer-ish. Need to do a little reservoir there. I'm trying to finish up some of this front stuff while it's on the ground because I'm lazy. I don't want to lift the car up and down 15 times. So brakes to the front are pretty well done. We just have to do the rear and then bleed it. Hot dog. Look at that.
Yeah, that's nice. Right about there.
That's the move.
And then you can still run that fan. It's close, but it's fine.
Yeah, that'll work.
You have time. Look at the height here is going to be perfect. The other one's not going to do you. Just put some bolts in it. This will now be the structure of the car. Don't sweat it.
Right. Yeah, don't
Yeah,
worry
it's good
about
enough.
that.
That'll bolt together. A couple bolts. That's the that radiator is now a stressed member.
Here. This is obviously the hood line. So if we go there, a little bit of a loop. Dump the line out here. I think that'll work. How's that look? That ain't going nowhere. Believe it and or don't, it's the following night. Yeah, we burned that much time. We were doing some really cool stuff today. I got to check out the bone marrow, Tony's Oldsmobile, which is super rad. It's got switches in it, does all the stuff. Checked out his 55, dropped some seats. And now we're deciding to cut into the header. What's it called? Fitment arm?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fitment arm, when we turn, is hitting the header itself. And I don't know, we need a bunch of room, like an inch and a half. So we're gonna pull this bad boy out, cut it, slice it. Barb, the guy holding the camera right now, is probably gonna weld it because I don't know how to do TIG stuff. And then brake lines tonight, maybe-ish. And that's enough. It's late, it's super late, right?
Yeah, we're rocking. It's been a little bit of a slow start.
Slow starter.
Today, we're slow starters. The sun's down. So,
Yeah.
it's good.
We had fun yesterday, let's just say
We
that.
sure had a good one.
Yeah. Well, we're getting there. Hot rod stuff.
I'm hoping once the header is fixed, we can just leave it in.
Yes.
Yeah. And that'll
Dump
be
it back in, leave it.
Yeah.
Done. Yeah.
We're gonna dump this out the bottom now. I'll cut it, adjust that one primary tube, and weld it back up.
Leave it, yeah. Should work.
Hopefully.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right, so I was fighting with this header. I've got the piece chopped out of it. I had to stay really tight inside here. I used every saw known to man. Clipped this, baby blade, all sorts of stuff. And essentially it was sitting like this and smashing into it right here with the pivot arm. The goal is to tuck this sucker in there, way back here, where there's plenty of room. And then I'm gonna connect it with a piece of super tight, mild 1 5/8 header primary piping. We'll be cutting that short, making it fit, weld it back together, put it in the car, leave it in there. All right, so I have chopped up that 1 5/8 inch U-bend. I'm just trying to get more space in here for the pitman arm. It used to lay like this. I'm trying to tuck it in this gap. So far, it's gonna go like that. Another little pie cut at the end and we should be in business. And that's gonna have to be good enough. Well, me and Barb got this thing fitted and tacked up. He's gonna weld it in, but you can see we're trying to make space in here and we have certainly done it. All right. Glue it together. Hit it with the old lightning finger cannon.
Well, I got updates. First of all, I'm not even sure what day it is at this juncture. It is now the next day or the day after that. Couldn't really tell you. It's just me and Big D in the shop this weekend. I'll catch you up with where we're at. We're moving slowly, getting the list crossed off. You know, you build a Pebble Beach car, there's a lot of detail that goes into these things. So we're dotting the J's and crossing the L's and all that stuff as we go through. But it's looking like a car. Check this out. List is coming down. We're getting there. We just finished the brake system. So we've got two circuits basically, front and rear obviously. We got a T run on the fronts. We got this on the rear for safety. And we just bled that out. We got good brake pedal. Well, that's what Declan says anyway. I trust him. And then we just finished bleeding the hydraulic clutch system as well. There's a bleeder right down there next to the transmission, so all that's bled out. I think we're to the point we got to start getting some electrotricities in this thing. You know, the factory battery used to go right here, and obviously that's not going to work. We found a NHRA approved battery box, and I just tossed that in. See that? That was the driver's seat. Now we're going to reuse it as a battery box, and then probably just drop the lines down through up to the front here. I started making a schematic on the whiteboard, and basically we're going to have a big one for the battery. We got accessories. We got to try to tie into the car or something. We got MSD. It's going to have a 12-volt switched and a constant. We're going to have a fan power. That's going to have to be a pretty good size wire, actually, probably like a 10. And then also the fan's going to have a 12-volt switched on that as well, 30, 87, 84, 85 and a half, or whatever the pins are, whatever kind of relay we find. And we'll probably just bring all that up through here. I'm thinking MSD box can go like right there. I'll probably start mounting that up. And yeah, wiring. Slow, not fun, necessary. Oh yeah, that was it. Some fender washers. Welding, yeah, perfect. So I got my wire holder 400 set up here, and then we got a wire holder 1200 over there. And basically we're gonna string a couple wires along this, wrap it with some electrical tape every few feet, and that's gonna be our harness. And we'll get some SAD cables in here as well as the positive. And then we'll just kind of zip tie that right to the fuel line in hopes that it arcs and just completely burns us to the ground. I mean, doesn't do that, but yes. Big D's throwing the cable up on the starter, maybe-ish.
I think that'll work.
Yeah, sure, looks good from here. We're gonna run the charger Merler from there straight to the starter as well, instead of using one of the lines all the way to the back. This is the harness essentially wrapped up in this thing right there. Just ran, you know, whatever flavors we had. And again, this will be like fans, MSD, all that stuff. And then threw it up through there's a small hole in the back here. I don't know if you can see it or not. Just barely squeaked it through. Take that up to the battery box so we can get that done here in a minute. But we're getting close to having everything we need that we can start wiring this thing. Got the MSD box mounted to the fender up here. These two go to the battery. We've got tack, ground, and 12-volt switched right there. That purple one is starter relay. We're gonna have to still see if we can get under the dash or something. There's no key, but it turns. So, you know, if you want this, you don't have to have a key. Please feel free. Still wiring, but chatting away, talking about the fact we can actually put tires on this thing now. The brakes are bled, they're all together, rear drums, new wheel cylinders, shoes, springs, everything like that. And I bought this used kit off of Tony. I think it's a Speedway kit or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, Speedway.
Yeah, that was pretty slick. Uses the original spindle. Anywho's, years ago when we started this project, for some reason I bought these. I know. Leave me alone, okay? It's what I could find on the face space. I call these belly button wheels. Everyone has them, but they're gonna fit. Declan already tried them on the back. We got some clearance. The rubber's good. They're aged. You know, I think I paid like $250 for that set, which is actually a really good deal.
So we'll throw those things on. There's a littler one-ish in the front, bigger-ish in the back. I don't even know the size of these things. Can't remember. What are they? 225, 55, 17s. They're actually pretty skinny. But it'll look like a car here in a minute, and then we can lower it down and continue wiring front and back. Well, a little bit of an update here. We got coil mounted, lower hose is in, tightened up, MSD box is wired, fans wired, even put a fuse in there, I know. Declan's in the back right now. He's wiring up to fuel pump and dropping a battery in back there. We'll use the white one over there, and I'm kind of making a harness that's going to come around and go into the cab of the car. Hopefully we can get some sort of key or use the existing switch or something like that. But we've got to fire all this stuff up on keyed 12 volt. So that's kind of the process right now. I'm making notes as we go on the front and back of the car to make sure that everything, you know, lines up. We're not miscoloring any of these things. We don't have certain colors like gray and stuff like that. So when we flip it to a different color, I've got to make a note so we don't lose track of that stuff. Need an upper hose, we need a belt. Those two things are going to be kind of a snafu. Wheels, we got the front belly button tires on. Backs, we got a big issue there. The studs are too short. They only have 5/8 reveal on those old drums. They're made for steel wheels, obviously. And these wheels, these aluminiums, the casting is so thick, we get only like 2 threads of engagement on the back. So I'm not quite sure yet what we're gonna do for that. The steel wheels that were on it, I called around. No one in town has 15s, and no one is open right now. So those are the two things we're kind of fighting on. But they got some GM stuff laying around. We'll just kind of have to work our way through it and see what we can figure out. That's what the battery box is looking like. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
And he's also going to make a ground for me that's going to go from the battery right to the frame rail. We'll weld a bolt in for a stud. The pump will go there, the battery will go there, and then up front we're going to run another ground basically from this frame rail over to the engine somewhere. And I've been grounding everything right to that, so the car should be good there. More wiring, more wiring. I got updates. Finally got the ignition out of the car. That was a little bit of a struggle with no key. And we got all these different pins back here. I connected up to the AOL and Google webbed it, and there was some kind of stuff out there, but nothing that looked very goodish. So what I did was just used a meter and put it on the horseshoe mode and ohmed this out. And we've got our 3 big ones we need here. Obviously battery, solenoid for start, accessory, which would be all of our keyed stuff, and then ignition, which that'll end up going to the fuel pump, and MSD. So key on, those two will fire, all that stuff. Now we're gonna run a power wire. We're gonna grab one of them over there, bring it up through here, drop it into our little harness thingy here, and then I can start taking all of these wires and getting them connected to this. I'll probably just make a couple different leads, like accessories got 2 posts, thankfully, stuff like that. But pigtail them all together, and we're gonna run no fuses, you know, because fire. Doing exhaust stuff. We kind of went through the list of stuff that's left, and this seemed like the most practical. We've got a bolt-up kit from Pipes, P-Y-P-E-S?
Correct.
Yeah, with some, I think they're Super Street mufflers.
What is going on here? It's just not going.
I don't know. She fell off the table a minute ago. Maybe give it a little smack.
Anyway, the plan is to try to make some sort of exhaust system here, at least the mufflers behind my head. Weld this up. How does this go together?
Take it. Yeah, okay. You got it.
Yeah.
Is that doing something?
Wide.
20 feet
Still
off.
wide?
It's still pretty wide.
All right, keep cutting them pipes.
All right, another inch off.
Another inch off.
No?
It's in there quite a bit. In there to here. Well, That's it. Loose now. Oh, that's nice and square. That'll do. One inside, one outside. There you go. We'll just cut that down too. So when you got a lot of slip fits, it doesn't hurt to put a tack on them here and there. Just so they can't rotate. Since we're running and gunning, we'll hold it all together. That looks good. Bend it. Good? Yeah, I love it. Oh, one in my face. Yeah, good. Grab a muffler, Declan.
Like it there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah?
Right there.
All right. Hit her with the Tanya. Now we're cooking.
Looks good.
It's pretty good.
I like them tailpipes.
You know, custom stuff, car things.
All right, full pipes, exhaust, solid roller, bad dog. Dag's gonna fire up, we're gonna hear it. Now with exhaust.
Yeah, that's good. Sounds angry. Okay, late last night we finished up the exhaust on this thing. Spent all morning trying to find a fan belt and tires. 15-inch tires are really, really hard to find. And I got some from Pep Boys, believe it or not. Fired up the tire machine here. I'm gonna get those knocked on some old steel wheels. There's only two 564 Knurl 7/16 20 studs in the entire state. Bought those so we could fix the studs. They're still gonna be short, but the steel wheels will fit on there. I gotta figure out upper hose. What else we got left? I probably need to do brake lights at minimum. A couple odds and ends. Get some help putting the hood on here. We're getting really close to test driving this thing. Whatever these things are, solar assist. And then we'll use these wheels because I think the stems out of the four, those are the better-ish looking valve stems. Well, this is no good. This wheel is completely rotten. And that's not gonna work either. So I guess we'll keep trying the other ones, see what they look like. Got one new one punched in here. This one is now spinning, so I'm gonna put a little tack weld on the back so I can actually get the lug nut off. This one is really messed up. I'm gonna see if I could find like something to chase that with. And then we'll actually have 5, hopefully, kind of-ish studs. This wheel here is pretty rough too, but I hit it with this flap disc. It basically just I don't know. It'd probably do, 5 burnouts, and that'll be the best 15 burnouts it's had. All right, this came from Barb's collection. I don't even know what it's to, but this works a lot better than the one I got for that Scion or whatever this morning at the Black Ice Emporium. Man, we're almost done, actually. Got to do some wiring on the brake light things. Barb just threw the tires on. Those seem to fit. They're like 44-inch Swampers, but that's all right. We can go mock Jesus in 5th gear. Got the seats. We're going to jam some holes in the floor. Throw those in. Those are famous seats. Those are out of Tony's 55. Super uncomfortable. It's going to be really good.
Yeah, absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmares.
And hood, we're done. Drive home. That's it. Rain stopped, thank God. Look at this beautiful setup. I think what we're going to do is put what would have been the back tires of this, the belly button set, on the front. So they're taller. And, you know, it's going to take away the street freak look, but that's okay. At least they're not rubber bands. This is a little tight, but it's going to work. It's going to work. It's like the whole floor.
Yeah, it's unreal, dude. It's like panel under panel under panel.
Wild.
And I'll tell you, yep, I just had the floors done, man. She's good.
Undercoated.
Yep.
What is even that? That's Bonbo?
Yep. My uncle's a roofer. He got me the sealant they got. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just put it where my feet can touch the pedals, and I'll move it back a foot.
Okay.
Actually, that's not bad.
Not terrible.
Where you lined up with the wheel?
Get in there.
Yeah, I ran these arcade style buckets. It's the cheapest thing you can buy for a minute, just because it came with my 55.
This'll work.
Okay.
Somewhere around there.
Sweet.
Luxury.
Yeah.
Barely kills my spine. Little gas pedal mod, welding on a little plate thing. Seats are in, brake lights are wired through a temp gauge in there. Just zip tied that inside the dash. I don't know. Gave us a little overflow here. And that's full. Getting really close. Sure, call that good. Got the ball. Big D. No little nut. A little nut up there too, please. Perfect. Is this it? Are we done after this?
I think. Put the hood on, take it around the block, or not the hood part. It looks like a car. You got 3 pedals, hydraulic clutch, don't mind that blue wire, disc brakes, throttle that goes that far. That's good. Yeah, water temp and attack. Perfect. Just turn this up here. Get that around a little bit. No. Okay, leave it.
Clutch to clutchy thing?
Yeah.
Nice. Ah! It moves! It's alive, Dr. Frankenstein! Ah.
Yeah! Holy moly! Easy, dude. Easy on her.
It's a little funky with that shock off.
Woo! I feel it. Yo, she's dancing.
There's something's way wrong with the front end.
It doesn't look good.
Yeah, something's not.
Is this the insane alignment?
It must be, because I think they're like,
Yeah, you're like super towed in and it's...
fighting it, so.
I mean, this thing was a disaster a week ago.
Yeah.
Now it's a disaster with 400 horsepower. Fitment, what is that?
I don't know.
We dragging tailpipes on the ground?
Is that shock dragging?
Oh, I think it is.
Okay.
That's fine, that's extra. Alright, well, stop at the stop sign. Stop there, that's good. A lot more sounds when a motorboat.
Drag.
It's the shock. Sitting on the ground.
Oh yeah.
That shock's, yeah. Perfect.
Okay. Huh, something's burning, but that's all right. So I think I can use this wire.
Uh-huh.
And wrap it around here. That. You grab that end.
Oh, yeah.
Give her a tug.
Okay.
Boom. Fixed.
You gotta take that back. Got it. That'll get us to the gas station, probably.
There we go.
Okay. Fixed. She's trying to spin around.
Oh, this is dangerous and I love it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Huh.
Shot, one shock's really doing. Yeah, you missed it a lot.
What is that?
The squeaking?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You terrified yet?
Yeah, absolutely.
How you doing, Big D? A little nervous?
Feeling good? I might have to tie that shock into something.
That's a rubber.
The squealing?
Yeah.
Oh, you put 46-inch tires on it. I don't, you know.
This is going to be a fun car. Couple little kinks to work out.
You getting any with temp in the water? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Watch this guy. Got water on the windshield?
Yep. Or oil.
A lot of sounds back there.
That's getting worse.
None of them good. None of them good, dude. You got an oval brake drum back there or something like that?
Where's it coming from?
Maybe little brakes from pumping them?
little brake fluid, maybe?
Nah, brake fluid smear worse.
Yeah. It's all right. I almost lost our gasket. All right. Well, you want to drive it?
Sure, I guess.
Handles as good as you think.
Oh, it's raining. That's what it is.
Oh,
It's called rain.
rainwater.
Yeah, the dip for the shock is unbelievable.
I like how it just comes and goes.
Don't leave.
Don't leave me with this.
Yeah.
I think it was the front making that.
I had one up here for sure.
Yeah.
It might be such a bad alignment that they're just
Oh,
crying.
yeah.
It's got about an inch or two in. And it's just crying.
Did you tighten the lugs on the front?
Hard bit.
You're running something back there in the tire.
did I say it was? 850?
Yeah. That part's cool.
But that's just that makes it better.
Yep.
Oh. Check that out. Is that the rotor or the?
Dude, again, it might be. A lot of it's right in the bearing at the end.
Yeah, I can see the rotor moving
Yeah.
by the.
Sometimes you got to go real hard on a brand new setup, deck dog, and really dial her in and let her come back out.
Okay, well.
All right. Well, that means it's not gonna get any worse, right?
No.
All right. Let's go get gas. I'm like a quarter mile away.
We stuck a timing light on it, didn't we?
Nope.
Okay. I mean, other than the noises, the drive's really good.
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, wow.
As long as you go 30 miles an hour under the speed limit, she dialed.
Yeah, once it gets going, it's pretty good.
Yeah. The drivetrain feels awesome. The rest of it, not as much. Whoa!
Oh, hey!
Fixed. She's good.
Explain that.
Okay.
All right.
This us. Brakes got a little squish to them.
Yeah.
Whoa! Cut her down.
See that big puff?
I did. Splash some oil out of the dipstick hole, or
Just say
let her cruise? Come on.
Where is it moving?
Idler or the box?
Probably the box.
It's moving straight. This one I think is our issue with the bearing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was moving all over the place.
Okay. Hey.
Yeah.
Still moving. That's not right. That's moving like crazy.
It's the whole.
Is it? Do it again.
I think it's the whole thing.
One more time. Yeah, okay. That's not rocking.
That was good.
Huh. It's metal on metal. I'm gonna have to pull that out. Let's see what's going on. Great! Add it to the list. It's hitting the backing plate. Is what it is. We could fix that with the grinder and some junction. So here's the issue. Well, one of the issues. You can see right there around there, the side of the shoe is grinding away in there. And I don't really know why. I'm gonna have to try to figure that out. Might have to just snip the side of the shoe down a little bit, and she'll fit just fine. This side doesn't have that issue, so that's kind of weird. But that's messed up.
Can you see it on the front?
This
yeah,
is
it's the
fine.
back plate right there.
Yeah, right here. So I think if I just take a,
Yeah, flap wheel and flap them down.
yeah, just
Leave them right on there. Dialed now, yeah?
yeah, that's
that.
good. Just putting a little more pressure on the shoes.
Yeah, really get that 60 to 0 distance down.
There we go.
And try to take this rusty rose of metal here and put a shock in it.
Is that where you wanted that hole?
Yeah, that's where it's going. You know, you want to think about the motion ratio when you're mounting the shock and totally. I think at this point, if it sticks to the metal, I'll be thrilled. All right, so we don't think we'll ever get this nut off, and I don't have any shocks, and it's Sunday night. So we're gonna just weld it up to this thing, make a big plate, stick it back up in the car, and weld it in. It'll work mint. Gonna be perfect. Good?
Looks great.
Love it. All right, that's welded. One gross, big old hunk of metal.
Damn.
Yeah. Hold that sucker right up there.
No bubble gums.
Dial.
Check out this stuff. We got these turn plate things, so even with the weight, we can just turn it really slick. Super cool. And then these are just tape plates, so you run the tape on both sides. We'll compare the number, then we can figure out. We'll want a little toe in, but not, you know, this the way it was. So how did it look?
Okay. Double toe plate's flat. 71 and 9/16 we'll call it, and 71 here. It's like a 1/2 inch toe in still. It's gonna adjust it on both sides and see what we get to.
Well, we've got shock situation done. We've got brake issues fixed and adjusted again. And we are doing a finite alignment on this. We're gonna be just right on it. Stuff's actually moving. It's coming apart, which is nice. But it had like 68 degrees toe and camber. We're trying to take a little bit of that out.
Are you good?
Yeah, good.
Okay. All right, back is about 71 1/4, 71 1/8. Leave it. 8 in. Perfect.
Nailed it.
Forget it. Rock and roll.
Hood is on. I think we're gonna call the car done-ish. I think we're gonna go wet the back neck, get some food, and then I'm gonna come in early in the morning, test drive this bad boy again, and then just trying to get some miles under our belt. We got a long ways to go home yet, 850 miles. Should be fine. Following morning, we got the rig pulled outside. It looks even more gorgeous in the sunlight. If we're doing a timing light, just double check. So I think we just booped it in where we ran a marker or something. Put a mirror on. Last night we fixed the drum, shock, alignment. There's some other small stuff and things. I don't know.
Tighten up the steering box a little bit.
Yeah, steering box. We got that dialed in. I mean, this was a lot of work in a few days. I mean, literally every part of this car has been touched. Plus now we've got disc brakes and, you know, transmission, awesome engine, seats, kind of a back floor, drive shaft, exhaust. I mean, we did.
Whole car.
Yeah. All right, let's fire this up. It's a whole car.
Yeah, all right.
A little spicy?
Yeah, 50. 5.
Really?
That's what it says. That timer right on?
That can't be.
Did we dial that timer right? That adjustable timer?
I didn't touch it.
Yeah.
We're gonna pull a little bit of timing out of here. She's a little spicy on the timing. Something like that, we'll try that. And just make sure this is good. I'm okay with a little less, especially just highway miles cruising home. And it might be difficult in some areas to find 93. So if it's on 91, you know, we don't want a bunch of timing in this thing.
Rev it up. Run her down.
All right, gonna eat a pork belly or something, and then we'll roll. All right, we piled in again. We're gonna go see if this thing is less terrifying, hopefully, because I need to hit the road.
It's a little low. Oh boy!
That's all.
Awesome!
Yeah, it should be a good commuter.
Yeah. Yeah, so good.
What's the break-in on the clutch? 500 miles?
Oh yeah.
We're there.
Yeah, we did it. 350 for sure.
That's great.
Yeah, take that turn. Yeah.
Well, before I hit the road, we should probably re-round the tires.
Yeah, you gotta make sure they're perfectly staggered special, match perfect.
All right, let's do it. Ready, Declan?
Let's do it. No! Did you leave it? Did you leave it back there?
So anyway, you want to sell that square body?
God damn! No! Did we just leave chunks out back?
I think so.
No. The one thing we didn't replace was the stock
Okay, well, I'll get a flight. We'll see you guys later.
rear end.
All right.
You might have just stripped the teeth off the gear. Didn't. It went good.
Is there parts?
It didn't go good.
Whose Suburban's that?
All right. Well, we were wondering about the
Stock rear end.
stock rear end, and then I think we might answer that question.
Should I try to move it? See what it does?
Yeah, see what it does. Not great. Didn't sound good. You all right? Really?
It's quiet. I don't hear it like crunching.
Maybe it was just jumping up so bad the drive shaft was smacking the floor with no kind of control on her.
Yeah. Axle, yeah, because the axle wrap.
Yeah, you might got a ton of axle wrap and then the.
I thought I saw parts flying though.
I thought I did too. Nothing came out?
I think it might have been the shackle, rear shackle.
Sounded bad, but it seems okay. All right. Maybe you hit the road before while you're still ahead.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me just drive to the woo-woo and refill it, drive it like a normal human being,
Yep.
and see what it does.
I love it.
And then we'll replace the
Yeah,
axle
one more.
in Roanoke, Virginia. Okay. Great.
I'm not driving this thing. I'm not going to be responsible for this.
Straight, it's quiet. So yeah, when the tire starts dragging, the spider
That's when the spider gear turns.
Oh, I should not have done that. Okay.
All right, shut her down.
Miller lock it?
Yeah. You got that Lincoln locker in there. I got a 9-inch with the whip. Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, it's done, dude.
Oh. Okay. Is there a bingo hall around?
What?
Bingo? So the options are I fly, come back later.
Mm-hmm. You could take a truck home, or we could put a 9-inch in her. I got some parts laying around.
Yeah. Or a Lincoln Locket.
Or try to Lincoln lock it, yeah. It's not good.
Terrible. Horrible, terrible.
Spider gears, I think, are smoked. Because when he goes straight, it's okay. So probably not ring gear chipped. But when you turn,
Yeah,
it's like,
when
kang, 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 bam, kang, bam. Yeah, it's bad.
Great. All right.
So the plan is we can either dump the center section out of it and try to weld the spider gears solid, weld the whole center diff carrier, whatever they call that thing, which is like gonna lock it all as one piece, which would be fine. Or I have parts for a 9-inch we were talking about. We could put that together.
This is a familiar sight. Got the rig up on the lift, so here's the plan. We don't really have one. We're gonna try to weld it. There is a center section somewhere around here, and the whole rear axle to a 57 is backup. Either way, this stuff's gotta come apart anyway, so tires off, all the brand new brake hardware, everything out, drive shaft comes down, center section plops out, kind of just like a Mopar would, pretty much similar setup. And then we'll see how bad it is. It's definitely spider gears though, the way these are crunching around. Kind of hard to see in there. There is the problem. Spider gears have left. But the great news is when you weld up rear ends, this is what you're welding anyway. Corners of the spider gears together, these to here, and it locks this up so it turns both these at the same time when your drive shaft turns. You notice the ring gear is not busted, which means we can put about 37 foot of wire into this thing on the hottest setting, clean it up, throw it back in, oil, RTV, axles, brakes, tires, wheels, and we're back on the road.
Yep.
Right? Yeah, 1, 2, 300. 300 teeth. Oh, we do want to, now that this is screwed up, one thing we're gonna, oh wow.
Found them.
There it is. Woofda. Yeah, so you're saying lay a plate?
Yeah, I lay one in on the side.
Nice. We're gonna wrap this with tin foil or grease or something just so the splatter doesn't take the ring gear out. And then we don't have to take this apart and reset all the bearing stuff and all that. Just bzz, bzz. Good to go.
All right, I have it all surgical, protected. It's gonna go in there and lay it on a bunch of hot wire. It's gonna be fine.
Kind 'Cause 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 ' While Tony's welding, I'm gonna clean the face of this up here, get all the old gasket off and make sure it's a nice, flat, clean surface. And then I gotta go fishing and try to get all of the rest of the chunks out of this housing. We don't want those bouncing around in there. Oh yeah. Beautiful. She's pausy now.
Yeah. Positively locked.
I forgot I wrote this prayer on here. It didn't work.
Didn't work.
So this looks like an OG bearing, and it has the seal on the right side. That one's been replaced.
The seal on the
And
outside.
the seal on the outside. This one didn't have a gasket. That one kind of did. So I think we'll just
Well,
glue it up.
yeah.
But they feel good, even though that one looks like the bow of the Titanic. I might get some emery cloth. Maybe I'll just, spiff them up a little.
Okay.
That's cooling. It's got a bunch of wire in it. Should be ready to rock. Oh yeah. Can't even tell. All right, now we just got to glue this thing back in. Of course, we don't have a gasket, but no one uses those anyway. That's outside. We cleaned it out again. Make sure we didn't have any gravel in it. Our TV's plugged up, so we'll just nip the corner off. Take it out that way. A little bit more work today, but this was best case scenario on the whole way around here. We're gonna do this anyway, so down the road. At least that's what I'll tell myself. Boom. Got some rebuild black on the drive shaft. Throw this in. Tacking up another muffler hanger. And we're back to where we were. Done. But better. Posy. All right, we got her wrapped up. We'll say another prayer. Maybe a little less throttle this time. So we can get a 12 bolt in this thing or something. All right, I've got to ease my way. I don't know what it's called, a turnpike or a turn bass or a circle trout thing, $8. And we're gonna hit the highway and put this thing in 5th gear and just, let's get some miles down. Well, this is the farthest I've driven it. The interstate's coming up here pretty soon. I don't see any reason we can't just jam it on and go for it. Tony just turned around and headed back. Big thank you to him and his team. Barb and Declan are off doing something else today. They helped put in a lot of hours on this thing, so big thank you to them. And special thank you to Declan. That guy, man, we burned the midnight oil late on Saturday, late on Sunday. Much appreciated. We built ourselves a hot rod. Ain't a part of this car we didn't punch. Now, let's see if it'll do 850 miles. Right, first tank of fuel knocked down. Car is doing really good. Of course, it wanders a lot when you're up in that 65, 70 mile an hour zone, but I'm gonna put up with it so we can get miles down faster. There's still a little bit of weird noise coming out of the rear end, but thankfully I can't hear it over the road noise and the dump downs right behind my head, basically. One thing I didn't think about, it's low 40s. And without side glass and no floors, it is pretty nippy in there. I'm gonna see if I can find some gloves. And the guys hooked me up with a moving blanket. That'll help. I'm gonna throw that over myself. and see if we can hunker down for, I don't know, I think we can get 3-4 more hours of driving it today. We'll see. Well, the guy's got himself a little more covered up here, got some gloves. There's a small oil drip underneath the car. I'm pretty positive that's two things. The push-in breather is leaking down the valve cover and off the back of the head. And the dipstick oil filler checker neck is off of like an LS or something that's kind of just sitting in there to try to plug that hole. So I don't think it's anything of concern at this point. So let's jam it back on the highway. And let's hope for no more broken parts. That'd be nice. Fuel mileage not doing good right now. We'll make some adjustments here, see if we can bring that up. I also found a back glass for the door in here, believe it or not. Huh. That'll be obnoxiously loud, but maybe cut down on the windshield. Whew. Yep, smelling color again. The tape did significantly improve the temperature. However, how this is set up with no floor back here, it's fine in town and stuff, but on the highway, those exhaust fumes are up right at that axle. It comes into the car and blows forward right at me. No bueno. So I'm gonna take the blanket off of me, try to stuff it in here and plug some of this up. All right, blanket in. Taped up with the Tri-5 glass material. Gauges for weight. Threw a vise up there I got from a guy named Matt. That's for Bentley, actually. I'll close it in the door like that. Bam. Well, the guy has made it to Lexington, Virginia, home to multiple different universities and institutes, including the military, and I think Washington and Lee. The buildings here are absolutely stunning. Speaking of which, I got a really good deal, smoking deal on a motel, actually a hotel. The building was originally built in 1926. Look at this thing. I have definitely had enough carbon monoxide for today. So we'll hit it early in the morning. Sun's about to go down in about 15 minutes. Anyway, we don't have headlights or taillights. And we should be able to push all the way. Car's been running great. Oil leak is getting a little bit worse. We'll take a look at that in the morning. Also got to tighten the belt and do a couple things, but so far, you know, fingers just crossed up. We might make it. See you in the morning. Good morning, right at your face. Speaking of faces, mine was pretty beat red this morning. It's been a while since I had wind burn. Yeah, that's a thing. Back in the snow machine days. Anywho's, we're getting a little bit later start. I came out here about 7:15 this morning. It was 29 degrees. Little chilly for a car with no floors or windows or, you know, doors or anything. Anyway, I think the plan today is maybe go with the back window up, or at least cracked. I'm just not sure if the tailgate's gonna fall as well. I gotta get these exhaust fumes out. I got really sick last night. It's happened to me too many times. Now I know the warning signs pretty early. Starts with a headache, and you start getting a little dizzy, a little confused, vertigo. You know, it's just not nothing to play with. The other option is we could try to find an exhaust shop on the way and get the tailpipes all the way out. That's also a thing. I don't know, we're just gonna have to experiment with certain windows cracked and things of that nature to get the exhaust fumes out of there. Crawled underneath of it, it is the dipstick hole, that's the oil. And I put a little toot on the, what is the thing? Water whirler belt, charging belt, just boop. It was squealing like crazy. Maybe that'll be better, probably not. Let's give this a shot. You know, this goes down first. See that latch on there? But this seems to be solid. Set that over it. I just really don't want to dent up the tailgate. But we'll see what happens. You can also see that shininess back there. That's that oil that was wicking up out of this thing. What a unit. A beautiful 1955 wagon. You can see here, now that it's been sitting, a little bit of a wet spot down there. But everything looks good. We'll fire it up, hit the road. We got 515 miles to try to get down today. The fuel mileage on this thing is horrendous. I'm having to stop like every 80 miles, just kind of panicking. It should be a 17-gallon tank, but I keep doing the math and it keeps coming out around 8.5. That's terrible for a small block Chevy. Should be getting 12 to 15, even on a hot motor. Must be that big 750, just dumping a lot of fuel in there. All right, cold start. Couple pumps. Oh, look at that. Come on. You want more fuel? Goodness. Ah, there's that mouth again. Man, I really tightened that up for it to be squealing. Pretty cold out, a little cranky. Get some heat in this thing, drop some fuel, and you know, hit the road. Well, I pulled over. I'm at a hardware store. Found a window crank, got that window down, busted this one out again, and I'm already just
I got gassed out again. So, let's see, what can we do here to get air? Anyway, I'm gonna get a carbon monoxide detector and see how bad it is. See if I just need to tighten my boots, or if we gotta kick the front windshield out or something. Gotta get some air moving in here, for Pete's sake. That'll do her. Well, stopped again, get some fresh air. We're floating around between 50 to, I think the highest I saw was 78 ppm. So I got all the windows open I can get open. Of course, the fresh air vents are rusted shut and the wing window isn't working. My wing window is gone, the whole assembly, so I can't really get air into my face. Hopefully it's not going to get any worse than mid-70s. That's a little spicy. But we're gonna keep on trucking, getting fuel here. Something to wet the back neck. Find some fruit or something. Eat and be on the way. Thought about putting some flexi pipes on there. Try to get it out the side, but the way that the tailpipes are right now, they're so low and awkwardly angled, they'd have to go under the axle somehow and around, and that's not gonna work. Just be more stuff in contact with the axle. I'm gonna open the tailgate window all the way. That's our last configuration option. And see if, now that I got more open up front, we can just get some cross flow out of this bad boy. Fill it up, eat my lunch, hit the road. Another fuel stop. Imagine that. Hey, now that I got the tank to stop spilling, I was able to fill it all the way up and then do an exact comparison between fills, because the fuel mileage was blowing my mind. Turns out it's 13.63, and that's right on the money. So, well, the guy was just going to jump in and keep tearing off miles, but you know, happened to look over there. Got ranchero and antique buildings. Let's go just take a peek, see what happens. You know, some neat stuff. Peeked in the windows, they got neat stuff, but the sign on the door says they're permanently closed after 5 years. That's too bad. Hate to see that. But off we go. We got, I don't know, let me check. We still got about 4.5, 5 hours, something like that. Another dozen fuel stops. Everything keeps going. I'm not gonna say it, because you know what's gonna happen if I say it, so let's just go. Couple more fuel stops. We're getting there. Car's running great. Finally started warm up temperature wise. It's like 84, 86 or something like that here. And it finally went up to about 160 degrees and the fan did kick on. So there's that. That thing is very efficient. That cold case, those radiators are awesome. Anyway, fingers crossed, no issues. Final stretch here. I'm just kind of walking around. This plastic seat is miserable and it's too narrow. And it's just jamming a guy's hips. This is, gonna need a backiotomy when this is through. Kind of starting to fall in love with this thing. This is kind of, you know, I've been thinking about putting a whole floor pan in it and finding the original bench seat for the front, and I don't know. Well, anyway, let's climb back in, get the miles down.
We made it back to Vice Grip Garage World Headquarters, quarters, out here in Tennessee. Over 850 miles in this wagon we tossed together in a few days and basically willed it into submission. Once I got it on the road and stopped braking it, the thing ran flawlessly, and with the Silver Sport 5-speed in there, highway, piece of cake. Even with the 355s, we got that big, tall, like 31-inch tire on it. I cruised at pretty much right around 2,400 RPM all the way here and had zero issues with this thing. And like I said, I'm kind of falling in love with it. But for now, I've got to put the tool belt on, dig right into another project. I'm finishing up some walls in here, finally. So I stopped bashing stuff through the foam on that thing. Next week, we're back on the hot rod Chevy-powered Ford C100, and I'm really looking forward to it. Thanks, guys, for watching. Appreciate you guys so very much. And here's your reminder, your project won't work if you don't.